So there's a couple of inspirations, I guess. There's this like meme, like internet meme kind of thing that's been going around in the trans community for years, and it's like this. It's kind of like this sort of cheesy drawing of like a woman busting out of a man like an exoskeleton, and I'm like, and I mean, like, you know, it's cute or whatever, but I was like, yeah, but what if it was brutal? I basically told the artists, like, I want a possum, an anthropomorphic possum, busting out of a human, like an exoskeleton. And so, like, I kind of had it from that, you know, meme or whatever, but also, like, the idea of these songs being, like, like, they're being reborn, you know? And, like, the possum busting out of the old man with the beard is very apt for the way I feel about these songs. So, that's just one of those, like, stupid little ideas that I took really far. The songs that I feel like needed the best, like, needed a better representation, were the ones that got chosen for Rephlummoxed. So songs that I was like, that's a good song, but it just sounds like shit on these albums, so we wanted to redo them. We were like, what songs do we want to just like completely reimagine and what have you. If I could go back, I would probably trade Ghost Over Idea for a song from the Mind Rape EP, Running Like Clockwork. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's alright. We're talking about a label that like specializes in the weird and the oddities, the strange acts that appear on the outskirts of the musical genre. I wasn't even really 100% aware of what Needlejuice was even doing until like Jace was like, "Hey, you should like be on our label." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I looked into it. I was like, "Oh, this is like a great setup," you know, especially because like a lot of the bands, like we don't really have a whole lot musically in common with a lot of the acts, but we have a lot in common as far as like, I guess, the vibe, you know, like we fit in, you know, in this weird sort of family of bands.
We got out this calf and we slit its throat over the bonfire that, you know, is in the backyard of Jace's house. We all had to cut our hands open and drain the blood over the Lemon Demon record being played backwards while we recited the words to the Most Unwanted song backwards. That's how you get signed to this label.
Lemon Demon, for sure. King Gizzard.
Oh, King Gizzard.
Yes. Nuclear Bubble Wrap. Haitian is pretty fucking cool. Scary Jokes. A lot of these bands are honestly bands I wasn't even really like familiar with until I got on the label. Even Lemon Demon, you know, I only knew from like when I was 12, and you know, this is the ultimate showdown. Like that was a bop in like 2006 or whatever. Definitely some good music coming off of this label. What the fuck you mean we're not kid friendly? Don't you know that we're #1 children's and polka music on Nashville's Reverb Nation charts?
That's true.
Just weirdly true. Google
That's actually, yeah.
Of course we're fucking kid friendly.
Yeah.
I'll watch your fucking kids. These fuckers. Best goddamn babysitter in Middle Tennessee, I'll tell you. I'll teach them how to smoke right. It's about fucking time. No, it's still like crazy to like see our music as a physical form in that way, you know, 'cause I mean we existed for 6-7 years before, you know, that was even a possibility. So for us to finally have our dumb sounds committed to wax, something I always wanted, but never knew for sure if I was gonna have it one way or another. And I'm, you know, absolutely grateful that we've had the opportunity to do so. I mean, I've been collecting records since I was probably like 15 or so. My dad had a collection. I just took the ones from his that I wanted and expounded on that. Even before like the big vinyl resurgence, you know, I was going to these places. I remember I found a copy of Dark Side of the Moon, like original pressing, for like $6. I would just get those and I would play them. You know, it's just like the way, it's just the way they sound. You know, like there's just something like almost magical. Like technically, you know how it works, but it's still just like, I don't know. I think a wizard had something to do with this process. I've definitely come across some records that I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I actually own that. Like I have original pressings of Sgt. Pepper's. I have an original pressing of The Mother's Freak Out, which is the first ever double album. I have a picture disc of Hemispheres by Rush that's only been played like twice or 3 times or something like that. I have most of the Sabbath stuff. I have most of my favorites on vinyl at this point, to the point where like my record shelf is sort of caving in on itself right now, and I have to do something about that before the inevitable happens.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, it's definitely become like just this little hobby of mine, and it's, you know, it's just there's something special about being able to pull out a big fucking piece of art that you can look at like this and stick it on your turntable, and it's an actual thing that you can, you know, experience.
Hell yeah, Discord kids.
yeah, Discord
we love
kids.
you in the
We
Discord, and we're on there all the time.
I think I'm the only one that's on there all the time.
I lurk.
I'm a lurker as well. Which makes it sound
I just
creepy,
get
but
very nervous around all these pretty people.
Yeah, thank you all for your support. Like, seriously, that's... A lot of you are the reason why I got excited to start passing the record around, because I know how engaged you all are with our content, and
Yeah.
you know, that definitely
Yes.
means a lot. So, putting that out, one of the first thoughts I had when we finished the single was, I can't wait to see the comments in the Discord. So, like, seriously, you guys are the fucking best. So,
Yeah,
thank you.
I definitely gotta elaborate with Chase on that one, because like, you know, getting to chat with some of the people on the Discord and all the various, you know, backgrounds and places they, you know, everybody's spread out. You know, it's really cool having like a little fucking cult that I can call on who will do my bidding whenever I ask.